of you. Today I'll be telling about the matrix, another data structure in R, different functions associated with matrix. So I'll be covering these many topics regarding matrix. So what is a matrix? A matrix is a two-dimensional data set with columns and rows. It is represented by columns and rows. As you know, column is a vertical representation of data and row is a horizontal representation of data. So let us see how we can make a matrix. Okay, we are making a matrix A with matrix function 1 to 8 comma number of rows equal to 4 comma number of columns equal to 2. Okay, so we have made a matrix. Okay, so let us see what is the type of, you can say it's an integer. Okay, it's having integers in that, so it is represented by columns and rows. Okay, suppose we type A, you can see there are 2 columns and 4 rows. Okay, so starting from 1 to 8, so how it was filled: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So first the columns are filled and then rows. So there is a property for matrix, for creating matrix, that is by row equal to, it is by default it is false. So suppose if we give true, then you can see how it is made. Okay, so now you can see, so instead of 1 2 3 4 to down, now it is 1 2 3 4 like that. So the rows will be filled first, that's why by row. Okay, by row equal to true means the rows will be filled first and then column 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, so this matrix will also contain only one data type, either it contains characters or full characters or full integers or full numeric value. Suppose we give 1.5 to 8.5. okay, so you can see this one has 1.5 2.5 like that, and type of, you can see it show you numeric, or okay, it double. Okay, it is having not integers, floating numbers. Okay, so that's it shown double. So now let us see, suppose you want to give a string into this 1 to 8, you want to add some characters also. How to do that? So then you have to use the function C, that combination of function C. So let us see how it can be made. So same thing, C 1.5 comma double quotes alone, closing that, and then so how many other, here 8 numbers are there, 9 10, so you must add one more row. Okay, so row into column should give you the total number. So let us see how it has come. Okay, so now if you type A, so now the entire thing is converted to character. Okay, so let us see, so it has become character. Okay, so now this is how you make a matrix. Now let us see, there are some property you can, how to access the numbers or elements of A. What will give you 0? Suppose you are typing A0, it will tell you the type of matrix as a character. So suppose A1. Okay, So it gave you 1.5. So suppose you want to access the element Ayush. Okay, Ayush, that particular, how to access that. So that is a fifth row, second column. So that is A 5 comma 2. Okay, this is how you access. You have to give the row name and column name. So suppose you want to access the first column, the 1.5, 3.5, first column, or let us say first row, let us say 1.5 and 2.5 you want to access. So A, first row, and you don't just put a comma, don't type anything. So it gave 1.5 and 2.5. Suppose you want to show Arun and Ayush, the fifth row completely, just A5, then comma, don't type anything. That it is telling fifth row complete. Okay, that's why you didn't put anything after the comma. Okay, it will give you Arun and Ayush. So suppose you want to get the second column completely. Okay, so this is how you don't put anything before the comma and then 2, so the second column will come. Okay, you can see what is the your matrix was this one, the second column complete 2.5, 4.5, 6.5, 8.5. Okay, suppose you want to print or you want to get 3.5 and 8.5. Okay, 3.5 and 8.5, how to get that? 3.5 is second row first one and 8.5 is fourth column. So let us see how it can be done. So this is the command for accessing 3.5 and 8.5. So you have to use the function C and A2, 1 and A4, 2. Now you can, one more thing I'll tell you, you can assign column names and row names separately to a matrix. Column names A equal to H J. Okay, now if you type A, you can see you got the column names as H and J. You can change the row names to row dot names matrix A equal to C, comma, Q. See, always there's a difference between a small q and capital Q, so you can give that W E. Okay. Yeah, 5. So the error came because there should be 5 row names. So E R. So suppose now if you type A, matrix A, you will get like this. So now suppose if you want to access 3.5, how will you give? A, H is the, sorry, Q is the row name, comma, H, at 3.5. So these are different methods. Either you can give the column names after assigning column names, or otherwise in the one, two, like that. Okay. So now next thing is that, so column and row names access matrix items, access more than one row. I think I suppose you want to access the first column. Now what to do? Comma H, so it will give you first column. Okay, first column it will give you. So the same way, if you give A. You want to access Arun and Ayush, so you give R, comma. Okay, so this is how to, so this is access add rows and columns. Now I will tell you how to add rows and columns. Okay, so I have made a new matrix named this matrix with apple, banana, with these are the elements in that, and I have given number of rows equal to 3 and number of columns equal to 3. So this matrix to show you. So as you can see, the by row equal to false, so it would have filled column wise apple, banana, cherry, orange, grape, pineapple, pear, melon, and fig. Okay, so suppose now I want to add one column to this. Okay, so this is a command for that. A new matrix column bind. Cbind means column bind. So to this matrix, to the existing matrix, I am adding 3 values, and this will be added as a column, as a new column. Okay, now just see new matrix. To that as a new column. Okay, so this is a command for cbind. So we are adding one new column to the existing matrix. Okay, I hope it's clear. Suppose I want to add it as a new row. So again, same matrix, and this is a command for that r bind. So you are row binding. So you are adding a new row. Okay, just see how it is coming. If you type new matrix, you can see this strawberry, blueberry, raspberry as the new row. Okay, so what is the next topic? Next topic is remove rows and columns. Okay, this is just our -1 type. You know how to use the -1. Suppose new matrix, how to use that, and tell you. So this is the new matrix. Suppose I want to remove the first column and first row. So command is new matrix -1 -1. So it is telling to remove the first row and first column. You can see that first row is apple, orange, pear, and first column is apple, banana, cherry, straw. This will be removed. You can see first row is removed, first column is removed. So this is how you remove rows and columns. Just put a minus sign and then do it. And so now next item is check if an item exists or not. That is, we had seen before. Suppose you want to see papaya, new matrix, true false. Okay, this is a command to check whether something exists in or not. It gives something which is present, it will give true command, true answer. So amount of rows and columns, that is the command is dim, short for dimension, new matrix for just telling 4 rows and 3 columns. So this is to dim command, dim, and length is len, length of new matrix, the total number, to give 4 into 3 12. Okay, so next one is loop through a matrix. How to loop through, so that I will tell you. So this is the, we have to write a small program for that. Enrow, name of the matrix, and then so 4 rows in, so from 1 to total number. Okay, and type the starting, then shift enter for calls in 1 2 and new matrix. So second for loop we are starting here. Shift and now we are printing print new matrix rows okay. So this is how you take each element. This is how you access each element. Is the command for that for rows in 1 2. So rows first loop starting from rows to 1 2 number of rows, total number of rows, and calls 1 2 number of columns, and then print new matrix rows calls. Okay, this will give you. So the last topic is combine two matrix. So this is I made two matrix 1 and matrix 2 with 2 by 2 and another matrix 2 with 2 by 2. Just use the command rbind, so it will be added as in row wise. Okay, orange mango, pineapple, watermelon is added as new row. Okay, so you can use the cbind for column wise adding. Just see column wise. Okay, and matrix, you can see this. Okay, thank you. It is added as new column. Okay, thank you. Hope you understood. Thank you. I forgot to tell you one important function regarding the matrix, that is a transpose. Suppose I found dimension of matrix A, it is 5 by 2. It is 5 rows and 2 columns. So there is a function called transpose. It will give you the transpose. So it became 2 rows and 5 columns. Okay. So there is an important function, transpose. So dim transpose A will give you 2 by 5, 2 rows and 5 columns. And also one topic I didn't explain properly, that is access more than one row. Okay, suppose you want to access more than one row. So I want to access the first row and third row. How to do that? Third row around means comma 1 comma. Okay, it will give you third row, that is 5.5 and 6.5. Suppose second and third row you want to access, how to do? A, inside that the combine function 1 comma 3. Okay, close it. Okay, so it gave you first row 1.5 2.5, first row and third row. This is a command for accessing first and third. Now if you want to access only 2 columns are there. Now let us this matrix. How is this matrix? Yeah, suppose you want to access first column and third column. This matrix C first and third. Okay, so before that the comma come first and third. Okay, first apple, banana, cherry and pear, and fig. Okay, I forgot to tell these 2 points, that's why I added. Thank you for listening. Thank you.